Hi guys, it's Justine, but you can call me Blondie, and today's video is going to be a little eye look with the Tati Beauty palette. I actually filmed a first impressions already with this palette, and when I went to edit it, the sound wasn't working. So fingers crossed that I can get through this entire video and the sound doesn't cut out. But I'll insert like a little clip of me unboxing it from the first video because I already threw the box and like the sleeve and everything that this came in away, which is kind of a bummer because the box was super cute and I wanted to, like, I don't know, just talk about it and stuff, but it's fine. Here's a little clip of that, but here's the palette, and I'm just gonna start off by saying I love it. It's such a unique concept. It's kind of like Battleship. Like the way it's set up reminds me of Battleship because you have all of the different textures on the side, the finishes, and then you have the names of the different colors down here. And so you kind of, if you're filming a tutorial or something, you go like, we've got metallic, soothe. And if you guys have ever played Battleship, you know what I'm talking about. I actually haven't played that game since elementary school. I don't know if they still make it, but also my voice is kind of hoarse because I'm getting over a cold, so I apologize for that. But yeah, I love this palette, so it's not really a true first impressions. It's just gonna be a little get ready with me, I guess. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in. If you hear noise in the background, I've got my baby over here in her crib, and then my husband and son are also playing video games right now, and they are hella loud. But to start off, I am going to start off with the mattes. That's typically how I always do my makeup looks. So I'll start off with the mattes. The sequins are also very nice to start off with as well. They just have like the tiniest bit of sparkle, and so if you're a person who doesn't like too much sparkle, you don't want to like get this palette because there's only like one matte row. That row is very close to matte, I will say, which I personally like because then it just gives me like more colors that I can use to blend with, because I typically when I first saw this palette, I thought, okay, I'm pretty much only going to be using the bottom row and the top row just because I have like a certain formula for how I do my makeup. I use like mostly matte with just like a pop of glitter on my lid, but since this second row, which is the second row from the bottom, which is sequin, it is very close to matte, so it's a nice, I don't know where I'm going with this. It's very usable is what I'm trying to say. So I'm actually going to start off with Matte Aura, actually, and just put that all over my lid to kind of just put some powder down so that way everything else just blends really well. I always like to have like a translucent powder or a very light powder all over my lid just to help with blending, and Aura is a very nice color for that for me since it's very close to my skin tone. And then I'm going to take a matte Soothe and use that as like a transition shade. Put it up in my crease and kind of blend it out a little bit, and then kind of blend it on the outer edge of my lid as well. I also wanted to mention this mirror is amazing. I love when palettes have a nice big mirror. It's so convenient, and it's also just a good quality mirror as well. Sometimes palettes, like they'll have a mirror, but it's like, I don't know, it's not very clear. But the mattes are super blendable, which is like what I need for an eyeshadow palette, because I really struggle with blending. I think that's one of my things that I mess up the most when I'm doing eyeshadow, is it's not blended enough. Oh my gosh, my voice sounds so bad. I sound like I'm going through puberty. And now I kind of want to do like a little bit of a warm look, so I'm going to take Story and Matte and just kind of go over where I put that transition shade and just blend them together. And these two colors, the Matte Story and the Matte Soothe, they go together really well. I think the Matte Soothe is just a really nice color in general because it's very neutral. It's not too warm or too cool. And so it makes a very nice transition no matter what color you're using. And then I'm going to take a sequin of a Ritual because that's kind of like a lighter brown than the matte Ritual, and I'm going to use that just to like deepen up the outer edge and make it more smoky. And this brush actually is not great for blending, so I'm gonna find a better brush because that darker color, especially since it's probably the sequin finish as well, it's just a bit harder to blend. Okay, and the shape of my two eyes are not identical, but we're gonna work with it. And then I'm gonna do a cut crease. So I'm just gonna take some of this L'Oreal Infallible concealer. Alright, and so then I'm going to take a metallic Soothe right here and use my finger to put that where the cut crease is. I'm going to take a concealer brush just to make sure I get it close up to the edge of the concealer. And I'm just dabbing it down. My daughter's snorting over here like a little piggy. But I'm actually going to take a sequin Soothe. And I'm putting it on a little pencil brush, and I'm just going to outline the cut crease with it, just so it pops more. I'm actually going to take a little sequence of Story too. Same thing, just to outline that cut crease. And I'm also going to put them on the edge to blend it into my matte shadow some more. I'm going to use those same colors, the Sequin Soothe and the Sequin Story, and use those on my under eye. And then I'm going to take a Sequin Ritual and do that kind of like on the outer corner of my under eye and blend it up into my upper shadow. And I've got a tiny bit of fallout, so I'm just going to brush it away. And then also just kind of, I'm going to put actually some Aura on this brush. This is kind of like very close to a translucent powder. I'm just going to kind of blend this up a little. And then lastly, I'm going to take some glitter and Soothe, which is like a very, oops, didn't mean to flip you off. Right there. Look at how beautiful that is. I'm going to put that also, just kind of dab it on top of my cut crease, just to give a pop of glitter. It's already like got the metallic Soothe underneath, so this is just gonna, you know, enhance it a little more. I feel like that helps it make it look more like a cut crease. Since it wasn't super obvious before the glitter. I feel like this is just like the perfect palette for me because I love glittery shades, and we've got an entire row with a little bit of glitter. An entire row of metallic, an entire row of a lot of glitter. And plus they're all neutrals, which is what I use the most. So now I'm going to do some liner. I'm going to take some Tarte Sex Kitten, and I'm going to use this just to, like, on my upper waterline. And I like to do that because it just helps blend my like lashes into my liquid liner when I do liquid liner. And then I'm going to use these iMethod stamps to do my wing. I actually have an entire review on these eyeliner stamps, so I'll link that down below. And then lastly, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Voluptuous Primer and the L'Oreal Voluptuous Lash Paradise Mascara for my lashes. Oh, and I need to do lipstick too. Gotta go grab a lipstick because I don't have a color picked out for this look yet. Alright, and then for lips, I'm going to use this Too Faced Melted Matte in Sugar Cookie, and I'm going to top it with this Buxom lip gloss in Samantha. And there we have it. That is my little get ready with me using the Tati palette. It's nice and neutral, but also like super glamorous because of all of the different glitters and metallics and everything. I think this is such a perfect palette for me. Like, these are the colors that I just use most often anyways, and now they're all together in like one single palette, so this is something that I will definitely be reaching for a lot, especially with all of the different finishes. It really is something that's new and hasn't really been done in the makeup world before, and I'm just obsessed. So yeah, that's really it for today's video. I think I want to do a couple more get ready with me's. I want to do like a more pink look and then maybe like something like dark and witchy with those black shades. I feel like these four in the middle though are the ones I will most likely use, but I do love a good pink eyeshadow look and a good dark witchy look. So yeah, that's it for this video. Again, sorry for all the background noises, but you know, that's my life. I got my kids running around all the time, and then also sorry about my voice, but I wanted to get this video up like as soon as possible for you guys, especially since the last one didn't happen. But yeah, that's it. How many times have I said that's it? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.